Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Gargoyles episode reviews. Today we're wrapping up Silver Falcon. Good. Finally, getting done with this episode. But unfortunately, there will be more mob/mafia episodes in the series. Matt Bluestone's life hangs in the balance, and only Elisa and Broadway can help. Dracon is a ruthless gangster and won't hesitate to kill the detective if it helps find the Dracon family jewels. But old Mace Malone isn't giving up the location so easily. His notes offer only mockery and riddles. Is Elisa and Broadway's new partnership strong enough to save Matt? Will Dracon ever get the jewels? If you missed the first ep, go read it or listen to it. Still storming. Elisa catches a flight on Broadway to the Silver Falcon nightclub. There they are outside. A detective and his dame, or something. He's still wearing that stupid hat and trench coat. In the basement, they find Matt, blindfolded and tied to a chair. Dracon's right-hand man, Glasses, is supervising a couple construction workers who are cutting into a concrete wall with laser drills. Glasses spots the interloper and promptly detonates explosives over the door. It was a trap for her if she showed up, which they obviously expected she would. Yeah, she's not exactly unpredictable. Blowing up part of an old building basement while you're standing in it is not the greatest idea. And that's a pretty big explosion there. Broadway supports the rock pile, the one that fell on top of them, saving Elisa. Then sunrise. She has to dig her own way out. This takes about 5 seconds of TV time. Then she kicks the supports out of the cave around Broadway, hiding him under a couple tons of rock. With friends like Elisa. Seriously, wasn't she worried he would maybe get scratched or chipped or broken? He looks solid enough to have all that drop on him. Yeah, sure. Kind of a neat scene. She's got her flashlight on him as he's stone holding up the pillar. The fallen pillars, I guess, there. She pops out and meets Glasses and Dracon. Great, Dracon. Now you just kidnapped 2 cops. Go big or, well, you'll just go straight to prison. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Dracon tears up the letter from Mace that Elisa got from Hacker. Confused? Yeah, he doesn't want other people to find the gems, I guess. I'm not really sure. Again, I'm not really paying attention. I can't bring myself to. I'm not interested enough. There's no Owen. There's no Xanatos. There's no Macbeth. There's no Fox. Yeah. Basically, Dracon just kind of sucks all the energy out of the show. Right, so the drills break into a safe about now. Inside is another letter. It's made of snark. Right idea. Wrong Falcon. Yeah, remember this was the Silver Falcon nightclub, and so this is not the right Falcon anyway. Elisa says she knows what Mace meant. She knows the right Falcon, in other words. They gotta wait till night to go, though. Nice move. Dracon buys it. He is so stupid sometimes. He doesn't know about the Gargoyles turning into stone at sunrise, remember? He's so out of his league. It's so sad. According to Greg, this was the first ep that Carrie Bates worked on. She was new to the characters, so the writers kept the cast small. Dracon got elected to be the baddie in this one-shot. I'm glad, on the one hand, because he is the most one-dimensional antagonist that we have, and thus is easier to deal with. If she'd picked Xanatos, she'd have been in over her head. So over her head. But on the other hand, Dracon doesn't get many eps, so to waste one of them with him just being static in his character arc is sad. Well, he does have his skunk stripe in his hair. Yeah, I forgot to mention that. But other than that, not much changed since last time. He doesn't even seem to have been affected much by the gargoyle reveal. No PTSD, no vendetta, no curiosity. I mean, it is kind of weird because if you listen to shows, I think Sasquatch Chronicles is one, where they talk to people who say that they've seen Sasquatch or other cryptids, and they were not a believer beforehand. They are seriously traumatized by that event. So I would think that Goliath holding you upside down and being very, very ragey would be enough to give you a little bit of PTSD. Alright, well, sunset. Broadway wakes up and finds the note. The one they tore up. In a moment of continuity, I guess, I don't know, maybe they left a note. I'm leaving some stuff out here, I think. He sounds out the words. Well, nicely done, that reading skill is kicking in. Not bothering to get caught back up by a 911 or even get the Klan, Big B takes off. Silver Falcon reveal Elisa, Matt, Dracon, and company are in a chopper besides the top of the Chrysler building. Elisa points out the Silver Falcon, those gargoyle-like bird heads that stick out of the corners of the building's roof, In one of the bird's mouth is a satchel. She says the gems are beautiful, but doesn't show them to Dracon. Yeah, she hops out there and digs around and finds it. The view from Mace's window. There, we're seeing it. Dracon thinks he has her trapped. How does he forget about the Gargs so quickly? No surprise to the viewer, Elisa jumps off the roof. Broadway, of course, catches her, but Dracon doesn't see it. How's she explaining this to Matt? I don't know. Matt's in the helicopter, by the way, with the baddies. Elisa climbs up the building, back to the roof. How? I mean, it's a bit too Assassin's Creed here. This is so crazy. I don't know. Wow. Broadway attacks the chopper. Great, wonderful. Tearing it into it and forcing it to land. It's as good as any Derek Maza landing, that's for sure. Good thing, too, since Matt is on board. Risky, guys, with friends like Broadway. Dracon ditches. But here we go, the reenactment of the movie scene Broadway was watching earlier. And in case you didn't see the picture or the episode, I guess, the detective in that one dropped a fire escape onto the baddie that he was chasing. Broadway swings a fire escape down and crushes Dracon's face, sending him to the hospital where maxillofacial surgeons work for hours to repair the fractures. They go through a whole tray of plates and screws. What's that? Oh, that didn't happen. He just was stunned after the stairs hit him square in the face and knocked him on his back and cracked his head on the concrete. Okay, right. And there we go. Hello, traumatic brain injury. He's getting smacked pretty good. Broadway picks him up and flicks his nose while quoting the "when somebody messes with your partner, you're supposed to do something about it" line from the movie. And it's alright, I mean, it's a good callback. Back on the roof, Elisa meets DD, Mace Malone's old partner. He's actually G.F. Benton, the CPA. Or maybe G.F. Benton, the CPA is actually DD. That's why she never got back up last night. He didn't call them. DD stands for Dominic Dracon, Tony's grandfather. He somehow got up here. Nope. Now he's threatening her if she doesn't give him the gems. What is this, Disney? Disney's Up? Remember that end where the old guy that looks just like this guy was threatening the main old guy? Yeah, I can't remember names. She just shows him the case, which is full of marbles, by the way. Mace's snarky note says crime doesn't pay. Yeah, I mean, would he actually leave them the jewels? Sounds pretty dumb. And I can't believe they all fell for it. DD, if you got any less intimidating and effective as an antagonist, they'd have to take your villaining license. Devastated, he goes back to old man state. She puts her jacket around him and leads him to safety. Scary, DD, real scary. Then all the antags get arrested. Good guys rule, bad guys drill, yada yada. No tag endings either. Final thoughts. You already know this is not my favorite ep. Hacker is the best part. It's nice to meet a character from the olden days, too, though. Is Mace still around, I wonder? And who is Mace? How did he rise in the Illuminati ranks? The Illuminati is going to be a recurring thing, I know. Where was Backup this whole time? What does Matt think about all this? He's got to be freaked out. And will insurance cover his apartment? We learned Dracon must have a heck of a network and clout to get out of prison after this cluster. I hate gangster plots. And Dracon, I mean, I guess I'll talk about Dracon later. We haven't seen that much of him yet. But next time we are back with one of the best eps ever, Eye of the Beholder. We celebrate Halloween with House Sanitos as Fox and David have a little domestic disturbance, we'll say. It's all good. Owen, Elisa, and the clan are there to help sort things out. Did I mention there's a werebeast on the loose? It's a treat. Whatever you do, don't trick yourself and miss it. So, what did you think of this episode? Do you like the Gargoyles episodes that have more mafia and mob themes, the film noir stuff going on, or do you like our usual fare? Comment here or comment on the blog. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.